Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Becky and I'm a small artist from the UK. This is a surprise extra video this week. I usually do one every 2 weeks, but I wanted to put this one in whilst this exhibition was still on. Last weekend I went to the Museum of Cider in Hereford for a day course called Fashioning Apples with the artist Lottie Sweeney. She is a food artist who makes fake food for museums and heritage sites and has contributed a range of apples for the museum's current exhibition called A Variety of Cultures. I'll read a summary of the exhibition from their website. An exhibition exploring how people worldwide have interpreted the apple. A Variety of Cultures is a landmark exhibition for the Museum of Cider, featuring works loaned by museums and artists from both the UK and international stage. It is a true celebration of the apple. A highlight is the display of the 19th century Australian model apples lent by the Royal Botanical Gardens, Kew, that have never been seen outside of London. They were the apples I showed at the very beginning. They were amazing. There was a pear in there and a quince, but it was amazing to see how well they still looked, how well they've been maintained, and yeah, some of them are wax, some of them are plaster, and just seeing how lifelike they were was amazing and really inspiring for the apples we make later on. So the day included painting an apple, so I did a pink lady, and then we got to cast one of our own from Lottie's moulds that she bought. I did an apple core, so I thought that would be fun to do in comparison to the whole apple, and we got a tour of the museum. It was £15 overall, which I think was pretty reasonable actually, because she supplied everything and all we needed to do was turn up. So this is the one that I cast myself. It's an apple core. I don't know what apple it was, so whilst I was painting it I just grabbed one out the fruit bowl and used that as a reference. I did a pretty clean pour. I didn't have many air bubbles. There was two main ones at the top which I filled in with polyfiller, and I'm just about to sand down now. I did also sand the join down the middle. You can't really see it, but once I put the paint on it I could still see little bits of it, which is a little bit annoying, but as I say, I don't think, unless you're looking for it, I don't think you'll be able to see it. These apples we've got are giant, but I'm going to actually keep this one, and I bought myself some silicone to try and make my own moulds. So I think this is going to be the first one I'm going to practice with. To paint them, I'm just using what I call my crappy acrylics. They're just basic ones that I use for crafting. I don't really use them for painting. they work fine. You just need to build up the layers a bit more with these because they tend to be less pigmented, but yeah, you just got to build it up. I was a little bit tentative while starting this one. I think it's because I was doing it on my own rather than in sort of a group of people who were sort of cheering each other on and telling each other how good we were doing. But yeah, so I didn't want to. I had less confidence going in with this one than I did with the first one. Yeah, so you can see how sort of I don't know what I look like I don't know what I'm doing, which I don't, but. Yeah, my confidence slowly built as I got through it. I took my time doing this one as well. I didn't want to rush into it. I mean, the course was over 3 hours ish, and in that time you did everything: the apple painting, the casting, and the tour. So we weren't pushed for time, but I know it kind of made me go a little bit quicker and be more confident with my brushes and just getting the marks down. So giving myself the whole day to do it. It was nice. I really enjoy doing it. It's weird. You wouldn't think it's such a relaxing thing to do, and I didn't even know food art was a thing really. But I suppose somebody's got to make all the things that are in the museums and on display in like historical houses and things. So it's kind of opened up a new area of creativity for me. Knowing when to stop was difficult. This is one of these things where you can faff and touch it up as many times as you like without thinking, and then you've just got to make yourself stop because it'll be overworked and muddy, and yeah, so there was a point where I just had to put it down and go, no, that's it now. I really liked painting the fleshy insides of it. There's a lot more colours in it than you think when you really look close at it. There's a lot of greens, a lot of yellows, a little bit of brown, and then the pits themselves are much darker. But it was nice, the texture was really nice to paint, and all the little crevices and the little marks. It was quite nice just to bring them to life. holding it like this, it really does look like an apple. I'm really pleased with how realistic they both look. I've shown a few people and they're quite flattered that they say that if it was in a fruit bowl they'd pick it up thinking it was a real apple. So yeah, here I've just got to give it a coat of varnish and then it'll be finished. So they are all together. I think next to a real apple you can kind of tell it's not, but just those two together I think they look pretty convincing. So thank you for joining me on my little apple adventure, and I shall see you the regular time next week.